Ever wondered what stops governments from doing whatever they want? Or how individuals can challenge powerful states? Well, today we're diving into something incredibly important, often misunderstood, yet frequently shouted about. The European Convention on Human Rights, or the ECHR. So what exactly is the ECHR? Well, in simple terms, it's an international treaty signed by 46 countries, primarily in Europe. Its main goal is to protect human rights and political freedoms in Europe. Think of it as a rulebook for governments, ensuring they treat their citizens fairly and respect fundamental liberties. On the 4th of November 1950, the 12 member states of the newly formed Council of Europe, which is different to the EU, signed the Convention for the Protection of Human Rights and Fundamental Freedoms, otherwise known as the ECHR. It came into force the 3rd of September 1953 and has since been signed by an additional 34 Council of Europe members who have joined, bringing the total to 46. The treaty was drafted in the aftermath of the Second World War and the Holocaust to protect people from the most serious human rights violations. It was also in response to the growth of Stalinism in Central and Eastern Europe to protect members from communist subversion. The treaty was the first time fundamental human rights were protected by law. To be a signatory of the ECHR, a state has to be a member of the Council of Europe, and they must respect pluralist democracy, the rule of law, and human rights. There are 18 sections, but the most well known are Article 1, the right to life; Article 3, prohibition of torture; Article 6, the right to a fair trial; Article 8, the right private and family life; and Article 10, the right to freedom of expression. So how is it actually used? Well, the ECHR is interpreted by the European Court of Human Rights, based in Strasbourg. And just to be clear, that's not the European Union's court either. There are currently 46 judges, each nominated by their state, and they can't be part of any institutions from their state. An individual, a group, or one or more of the signatory states can lodge an application alleging that one of the other states has breached their human rights. And if you've exhausted all legal avenues in your own country, you can take your case to this court. It's a last resort, but a powerful one. So why do we hear about this treaty all the time? Well, the ECHR underpins the British Human Rights Act. It's been used to protect protesters, prevent modern-day slavery, and prevent illegal surveillance. But that's not why we hear about it mentioned so often. It's mentioned so often at the moment because of its connection to immigration, and especially illegal or irregular migration. It's not a direct block to deporting people, but it is a consideration because member states cannot inflict deprivation on refugees or return them to places where they may face torture or deprivation under Article 3, and they must be free of unreasonable or arbitrary detention, Article 5. Article 8, the right to a family life, has also been used. But it should also be noted that the ECHR has been used to halt the deportation of migrants in 13 out of only 29 UK cases since 1980. The treaty itself acts as a means to disincentivise a state from taking action that may place it in the court's remit. So why should you care about this treaty signed 75 years ago? Firstly, it acts as a vital safeguard. It prevents governments from overreaching and ensures they respect basic human dignity. And secondly, it influences laws and policies across Europe, leading to fairer justice systems, better prison conditions, and greater protections for minorities. Even if you never have to use it, the ECHR underpins many of the freedoms we often take for granted in countries like the UK, France, or Germany. It also underpins our UK Human Rights Act, the Good Friday Agreement, and is an integral part of Brexit agreements. It's not perfect, and it certainly faces challenges, but the ECHR remains a cornerstone of human rights protections. It's not about dictating every aspect of national life, but about setting fundamental standards that all member states must uphold. It's a powerful tool for justice, offering protection to millions. If you found this helpful, Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. And don't forget, if there is a topic you would like to see us cover in an explained in less than 5 minutes video, please drop us a comment below. Thanks for watching.